Yellow Brick Road, we're on the doomed land of Oz, which has been infected by zombies.
So we meet up with Dorothy, and the only one she's got left with her is the lion, the cowardly lion, unfortunately.
We are the last survivors. You know, Tin Man's gone, Scarecrow's gone, and we're walking to the Emerald City trying to find a cure.
They're making their way only to find that the lion has been infected.
And it's only a matter of time before he becomes one himself, so Dorothy's faced with a real decision. Kill her friend and survive, or, you know.
It's not good for either of us.
The VFS Entertainment Business Management program is a program for people that want to produce TV, film, events, etc.
Compendium V is a series of short films produced by the Entertainment Business Management program,
where the school gives you a very small budget and you have to create something amazing.
We took a public domain story, The Wizard of Oz, and combined it with something much more exciting. Zombies.
One of the things that we wanted to focus for the pitch was the audience and proving that there was a very, very big market for zombies right now. Because we saw that zombies were everywhere. They were in video games, they were in films, they were in TV, comic books, etc. And we have a class called Audiences and Social Media, where they helped us to very specifically research this audience, also how to get to them.
All of the curriculum revolves around this particular project. While they're learning about budgeting and scheduling, while they're learning about leadership and project management, they're getting to immediately apply these to something at a very high level with high stakes, where they can immediately see the results of the education they're getting.
For me, Compendium was my first experience working with a crew that big.
And this is what's very important about EBM. You not only come to learn about business models, about audiences, you also learn how to work with creative professionals. That way you hire the people who know how to do it because you know what needs to be done.
After we chose the script, we had to really look for actors that fit the roles. Finding someone that fits was a bit challenging because a lot of people just kind of went with what we all knew and loved about the old classic.
The audition was, it was something that I really prepared for. Like play with his scaredy cat side, but then also play with the aggressive side, try and portray this character in a different way. And as luck turned out, I got it, so mission accomplished.
After that, it really came down to creating the environment that could really represent the torn apart land of Oz with the iconic yellow brick road.
He wanted to make it look like a war happened on it. People were there a long time ago, and now it's just filled with blood and corpses.
Working with our production designer, we were able to come up with a plan to create this 2 stories underground in the middle of Vancouver.
I've got the time and a place that the story is happening, a little bit of the background, so I can create something that actually belongs in that world.
It's a concrete building with a concrete floor, and we needed to cover it completely. Lewis and I went and dug through this giant pile of wood chips in North Van and filled this truck over and brought it back here. And it was great. We brought the forest indoors.
If you just look at the Yellow Brick Road, for example, the set is incredible.
We actually had some different ideas about how we can build this road. Basically chop up pieces of 2x4s to make them look like bricks.
Which were sanded and painted and then primed and primed, primed and then painted again. It took a lot of hard work, especially to make it something that we'd be able to make mobile. To maintain our budget, to come in on time, we had to make a road that we'd be able to pick up and move to another part of the set.
And there was at a point where we really, 2 weeks before going to production, we thought, are we going to be able to do this?
We attached slats of plywood to the bottom of the road so that halfway through the day we picked everything up, moved it to the other side of the room, and carried on like nothing had ever happened.
We were able to manage it with very, very limited amount of money, but it looks stunning. What Compendium as a project brings to the EBM students, apart from the experience of creating a film, is also to manage a great big group of people.
Visual 2, Charlie, take 1. Marker.
It's been a great day on set, seeing my writing kind of come to life through the actors. It's great.
It's so amazing that a school offers this, that you actually get this from a school. It just blows my mind.
Makeup started at 6:30 a.m. today, putting on the hair, and then we applied all the plaster and like all the coloring and stuff. They're working their butts off to give it that crazy zombie look.
The crew's been great. The producers have done everything they can to make it run really smoothly.
The EBM producers, they're one of a kind, really, they are. They're incredibly knowledgeable on every facet of what we were doing, and yet at the same time, they rolled their sleeves up just like we did to get the job done. And
we, as a new producer, have to like break that rule that producers are just producer and don't get involved. I think you have to work as harder as the other people to get your film done, because at the end, it's your film.
They were able to bring our vision to life and to infuse it with their own talents and their own styles in a way that really made this film look amazing.
with the collaboration of all the other departments, it worked out very well.
When you, as a producer, get the opportunity to sit in front of the monitor and watch the production dailies, the production is done, but you also realize that you have many more things to do.
We had a very ambitious post-production because it involved a VFX shot, which was to be done with a matte painting, and none of us three producers had ever dealt with matte paintings. So it was all about learning that process.
The EBM programs have really taught us mostly how to collaborate. And since the beginning, we've worked first within our own groups, and then we worked with artists outside the school. And now the biggest one was working with other artists throughout the entire school to create Compendium.
What made this project a great project was that we all worked together to make this happen. It was awesome.